Hi, in this video you're going to see how the Canon WD-H46 wide-angle lens performs when used with the Panasonic HDC-SD700 camcorder. For whatever reason, I don't know, Panasonic's own wide-angle lens, the VW-W4607, does not seem to be readily available, so this may be an alternative solution. One of the nice features about this lens is it does not interfere with the use of the focus ring. Some of the others I've tried do. The first thing I'm going to look at is the amount of barrel distortion that this lens introduces. I'm going to use a test card to demonstrate this. Here's the test card in .png form, which I've just dropped onto the timeline. This is going to be used as a reference. I've printed this test card out onto an A4 sheet of paper, and this will be our test target. Okay, this is the SD700 less the WD-H46. The zoom is as wide as it can go. Leaving the camera in the same position, I have now attached the WD-H46. This gives you a feel for the increased field of view. Leaving the camera in the same position, I have now zoomed through in order to fill the frame with the test card. This will then enable us to get a feel for the barrel distortion with the same field of view with and without the WD-H46 attached. As we can see, there is an increase in barrel distortion, but this is no more than I would expect. Okay, what I've done here is I've zoomed right out, giving us the maximum field of view. I've physically moved the camcorder towards the test card, filling the frame. This will then show us the maximum amount of barrel distortion that this lens creates. Okay, the next issue we're going to have a little look at here is how the WD-H46 interacts with the OIS system on the Panasonic SD700. Okay, what I'm doing here is intentional left-right snatchy panning. This shows up very nicely the issues with this OIS system when using this lens. Dark corners occur. And this is due to the amount of shift, I would imagine, that's going on with the optics. Not a bigger issue as you might think. The OIS is now turned off and the camera is relying on its standard electronic image stabilization, I would think. There is a minimal amount of vignetting again, but very much reduced over when the OIS is in operation. All image stabilization is now turned off, and the vignetting is now at a minimum. The thing to bear in mind is that televisions do not show the whole image, so when this is displayed on a standard TV, this small amount of vignetting does not even appear, so that's a bit of a bonus really. Okay, all that said, let's move into the real world. This is a very close-up of the keyboard. The actual rim of the lens is touching the spacebar. That's how close we are. I'm just moving around to get a feel for it. Well, you can form your own opinion on that one. Okay, let's go outside into the real world with some real light and see how this copes. Here we go, we're comparing field of view with and without this lens. As you can see, it's reasonably significant and worthwhile. Well, I certainly think so. Right, I'm going to do a slow left pan in order to avoid the vignetting issues with the OIS system. It appears to me this system does a catch-up type arrangement, and as we come to the end of this pan, you can see a very small amount of vignetting in the top left and bottom left corners. Now we're doing a snatchy right pan, and you can see it quite nicely. Snatchy left pan, and it's back again in the right hand corners this time. Like I said, not as big an issue as you might first expect it to be. Now we're going to do a vertical pan to see what the impact is here. Much less than it is in the horizontal, as you would expect, to be quite honest. Right, oh, a little chap here. We'll zoom in, have a little look in. Okay, focus is not as snappy as I thought, but there we go. We got there, and he's off. I'm going to pull back, pan up and zoom across to the other side. And that's the ice underneath me. Okay, I was curious about how this lens would handle flare. Actually, it handles it admirably, really. No worries. Anyway, that's the end of this little review. I hope this helps if you're looking for a wide-angle lens to fit the SD700 or that series of camcorders. Thank you.